First off, I just want to apologize for missing last week, and also just for how short my videos have been lately. I'm going to try and work on making better quality videos. On a related note, not last week but the week before that, I forgot that it was shoutout week, and so I'm just going to mention that now. His name is Feckless Man, and I shall put a link to his channel in the description bar. I can't believe only 3 days left until the Harry Potter Deathly Hallows Part 2 premiere. It's so close. That's actually one of the reasons I was so busy last week, was that I left making my costume for the Deathly Hallows premiere till the last minute. I'm going as Helga Hufflepuff, but I'm not going to show you guys the costume yet. I will save that as a surprise for my next video. If you haven't noticed all of my changes so far, I'm doing Mishy's challenge of wearing 10 shirts in one video, and if my very basic editing skills will allow me, I'm going to try and put a counter somewhere on the screen, because that'd be kind of cool to keep track of the shirts. So before I move on to this week's theme, I want to quickly discuss last week's theme of what would Harry do? You guys came up with some really cool kind of hypothetical situations of if characters or things in the stories were different and how that would affect Harry, and I just thought it raised a really interesting idea of just how important even seemingly minor characters are in the story to kind of bringing everything to the end. However, when I heard the theme for last week, this is the only thing that came into my mind.
What would Harry do for you?
So yeah, that was my take on last week's theme. We've never really discussed it, but I kind of assumed where we're all Harry Potter fans and into YouTube that you've all heard of a Harry Potter musical, but just in case, I'll put the link in the description bar. And finally, onto this week's theme of growing up with Harry. Thinking back, and I can't quite remember, but it was either in the 4th or the 5th grade that my mother read me the first Harry Potter book. Then in grade 5, one of the other classes was reading Harry Potter for English, so their teachers organized a class trip for all of the grade 5s in the school to go see the first movie. And then after that, I got the second book to read by myself. However, it gave me such bad nightmares that I've actually never read past about halfway through the second book. And after that, I've seen the 3rd, 4th, 5th, and 6th movies with my family and friends, and then in November I saw the first half of Deathly Hallows with a couple of friends from school, and we went to the midnight showing. So even though I haven't found the fandom until very recently, Harry Potter has been a part of my life since middle school. And so I think that's probably a big part of why this movie is so bittersweet, not only for me but for everyone. It's just that it's been such a part of our childhood, and now that it's all kind of coming to an end, it's sort of symbolic of the end of our childhood. Also, a few days ago, a friend of mine sent me a link that I thought was very kind of appropriate for our theme this week. It's pictures of the different Harry Potter actors from the first movie to now, and it's really cool to see how far they've come. So I will link that in the description bar also. So what was unexpected about this week was I finally watched the video that one of you posted that there's like a petition to put at the end of the last Harry Potter movie, and I cried. It is the first time I've cried about the last Harry Potter movie, and I feel like it's just the beginning of so many tears to come when I actually watch the movie. DFTBA, Kara, I would love to see you tomorrow, but if not, Anna, I shall see you on Thursday.